It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 20th of August. I'm Michael Groff. A return to more active weather today and especially by tomorrow as the monsoon moisture comes back into the southwest and chances of showers and thunderstorms on the increase. Temperatures on the decrease. How long does that last? Well, let's get out there and talk about it. Yesterday in the valley, a scorching 108 degrees after a morning low of 89. And outside right now, here at 5:35 a.m., we've got mostly clear skies in the valley. We begin this day at 90 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 66, humidity 46%. So the moisture's coming back in. The winds are light. The barometer is steady. Temperatures across south central Arizona this morning, low 80s in the cool spots. Low to mid 90s in some of the urban core. Water vapor satellite view. Fairly anomalous upper low, a trough there over the nation's midsection, bringing some locally heavy rain, some strong storms as well. Here in the southwest, high pressure is still the dominant weather feature. That's going to be sliding off to the east as that trough over the nation's midsection moves to the east, and that's going to turn our flow aloft out of the southeast. More details on that momentarily. The watch warning map, still red flag warnings and wind advisories out here through much of the west. The elevated fire danger continues, with flash flood watches and a couple of flash flood warnings, parts of Nebraska and Iowa. Convective outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms, parts of the Mississippi River Valley around Memphis, with a marginal risk for many of the adjacent states. Another marginal risk zone here well to the north of Arizona. You see, we're in the green, so the chance of thunderstorms coming back in. Organized severe weather not expected, but a few strong storms could certainly happen. And rainfall for the next 7 days here in Arizona. This is valid through next Monday morning, coming from the WPC. Around 1/4 of an inch here in the Phoenix area. 1 to 2 inch amounts, the heaviest totals, parts of the rim country, far southern and southeast Arizona. Of course, your amounts can vary. Let's get into the rather complex details of our weather now. To do that, we'll take a look at the models. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is our upper look at 18,000 feet. High pressure begins to slide east, setting up over New Mexico as southeasterly flow aloft. The moisture starts to increase, and down at the surface here in the valley today, mostly sunny this morning, partly cloudy this afternoon, warm, humid. Highs 105 to 108. Widely scattered showers and thunderstorms develop over southeast Arizona. And as we go into the evening hours, the big question mark is, will they get into the valley? Now, we do have excessive amounts of moisture slated to move in here tonight with an inverted trough coming into the southern part of the state along the leading edge of that. That's where the deep moisture comes in. And we could see shower and storm development continue through the overnight hours tonight and into tomorrow morning. And so herein lies the complexity in the forecast. If we get a lot of cloud cover and scattered showers and storms overnight tonight, that could limit instability tomorrow. But if we don't get much cloud cover and storm activity tonight, tomorrow could be a very active day, especially because we have an added 50-knot jet streak that develops over western Arizona tomorrow from the south and southeast. And that's going to add an extra amount of divergence. That's winds that move apart from one another or flow apart from one another in the upper levels of the atmosphere. And that helps to really get storm activity going tomorrow afternoon. So as you can see, a lot of moving parts, a lot of variables to the forecast. So what we'll do is we'll pencil in a 20% chance of storms for tonight, increase it to a 40% chance for tomorrow, anytime during the day, but particularly during the afternoon and evening. And some of those storms tomorrow, especially over western Arizona, could get on the strong side, producing some damaging winds. And of course, any storm could be a locally heavy rainfall producer, maybe even some flash flooding. Highs tomorrow will be cooler with the added clouds and humidity, somewhere in the 101 to 104 bracket. Wednesday, the flow aloft begins to turn more southerly to maybe even southwesterly, but will continue nonetheless with at least a slight chance of showers and storms in the valley. Highs 101 to 104. Thursday, southwesterly flow aloft, but still a slight chance of a storm in here. Highs 102 to 105. Friday will dry it out. Take the mention of storms out of the forecast for now. Obviously, this can change, but high pressure is going to continue to slide to the east in response to shortwave troughing over the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies. So that's why our flow aloft continues to veer toward the southwest, which is a drier flow of air usually around this part of the world this time of year. Saturday, scattered showers and storms to the east, drier air to the west. Phoenix right on the edge of the monsoon boundary. High temperatures somewhere between 103 and 106. Small chance of storms. More or less the same thing on Sunday, although the GFS tries to push more moisture back into the state. So we'll see how that plays out and see if you can follow the theme here as we go out to a week from today. This is Monday the 27th. And there's a pretty impressive trough over the Pacific Northwest. Drier southwest flow coming in here. The moisture gets pushed to the east. Tuesday the 28th. High pressure over the southern plains tries to expand westward, bringing the monsoon moisture back in. And then the end of the forecast period, Wednesday the 29th. We have monsoon moisture in play, but troughing off of the west coast. And so we have this ping-ponging sort of yo-yoing effect of the monsoon moisture over the next 7 to 10 days, making for a very complicated forecast. I'm sure this is going to become a bit more clear with time. And just for the heck of it, just because we can, let's take a look at the European out here toward 10 days. This is Wednesday the 29th. And goodness, that's a very deep low over the greater southwest. If this were to verify, this kind of looks more like a fall-like scenario, with a deep trough coming through, scouring out our moisture, turning us windy and even cooler here. High temperatures going below average, and maybe before that comes through, a transitional type event with strong storms. But boy, I just don't know about that solution. It's just too early in the season for something like that. All right, let's take a look at the numbers coming off of the GFS ensemble through the period, more or less. High temperatures around where you would expect for late August here in Phoenix. And that's just about going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be sure to leave your comments, questions, suggestions for us. Always appreciate those. You guys be safe out there, drink plenty of water, and have yourselves a happy Monday.